All right, so today we're going to be looking at something pretty interesting, I think.
Yeah.
It's about using nature's pharmacy to find emotional balance.
Right.
And specifically, we're looking at an article that suggests tailoring herbal remedies to different personality types.
Yeah, that's a really fascinating concept. And the article focuses on people born under the astrological sign of Cancer.
Now, even if you're not really into horoscopes,
Right.
I think this is going to be pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
Because it really got me thinking about how our own individual quirks
Yeah.
might influence which natural approaches work best for us. You know,
Absolutely.
whether we're talking linden for stress or lemon balm for mood, this article gets really specific about how to use these things.
Yes. And I'm really ready to kind of dig into the science behind a lot of these claims.
Okay.
You know, it's one thing to say that an herb is calming, but you know what's actually going on in the body.
Right.
Well, we'll kind of dig into all that.
Perfect. So the article starts off by, describing typical Cancer traits: deeply emotional, intuitive, nurturing, but also prone to stress and withdrawing when overwhelmed.
Right. Very much connected to their emotions.
Yes, and it ties these traits to the water element,
Yeah.
which I think is fascinating.
That is fascinating. Water is adaptable. You know, it flows,
Right.
but it also needs a container to hold it. It seeks
Right.
that security.
I love that imagery. I think it really brings it to life.
Yeah.
And it's not about taking horoscopes literally,
Right.
but it's just recognizing that personality influences how we respond to things,
Absolutely.
including potential remedies.
Exactly. It's about understanding ourselves better. And so the article spotlights 4 herbs: linden, lemon balm, valerian, and St. John's wort.
Okay.
So let's start with linden, also known as Tilia cordata.
Okay, linden. So the article really positions this as a go-to for stress reduction. And it talks about, enjoying linden tea in the evening to unwind, or even adding it to a bath
Oh, yeah.
for like a really relaxing experience.
I love that.
Yeah.
You know, there's actually some science to back that up.
Oh, okay.
Studies have shown that linden can interact with the GABA receptors in our brains,
Interesting.
which play a role in calming the nervous system.
Wow. So it's not just a placebo effect then.
Mhm.
There's an actual mechanism.
Yeah, there's a real mechanism at play.
Wow.
But of course, more research is always needed. We always say that.
Of course, yeah.
And it's also crucial to remember that this is not medical advice.
Right.
While herbs can be helpful,
Yes.
they shouldn't replace professional help for any serious conditions.
Absolutely. Always consult with a healthcare professional for personalized guidance.
Always good advice.
Okay, so next up we have lemon balm, scientifically known as Melissa officinalis.
Yes.
This one's all about like lifting your mood, kind of brightening your day.
Yeah, and lemon balm has shown some promising results in studies on mild to moderate anxiety and depression.
Oh, wow.
And one study even found that it improved cognitive function and mood in healthy adults. And it's thought to work by influencing neurotransmitters like GABA
Okay.
and serotonin, which are involved in regulating mood and feelings of well-being.
So it's like a little sunshine for your brain chemistry.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that, little sunshine. Yeah.
And the article suggests a cup of lemon balm tea in the morning to kind of set a positive tone.
Yes.
And it even emphasizes taking time to appreciate the aroma and creating a little ritual around it.
Yes, that's a great point. The article's really big on turning these herbs into mindful practices, not just mindlessly consuming them.
I love that.
Yes.
It makes the whole experience more meaningful and intentional.
Absolutely.
Okay, what's next on our herbal lineup?
Let's talk about valerian, or Valeriana officinalis.
Okay.
This one is a classic sleep aid.
Yeah, the article describes brewing valerian tea before bed and allowing its earthy aroma to kind of lull you into slumber. And it also mentions using it as a tincture,
Yes.
just a few drops in water for a similar calming effect.
Valerian has been used for centuries as a sleep aid.
And research suggests that it may increase levels of GABA in the brain, which has a calming effect and can help with sleep onset.
That makes sense given what we know about GABA and relaxation.
Right.
But word of caution, right?
Yeah.
The article mentions that valerian can cause drowsiness, so it's best avoided during the day if you need to stay alert.
Precisely. And finally, we have St. John's wort, scientifically known as Hypericum perforatum.
Okay.
This herb has been studied for its potential to manage mild to moderate depression and anxiety.
And the article suggests incorporating St. John's wort into your routine through tea or capsules. but emphasizes talking to a healthcare professional before using it, especially if you're on any other medications.
That's crucial because St. John's wort can interact with various medications, including antidepressants and contraceptives.
Right.
Safety first always.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we've covered the 4 herbs, their potential benefits, and the importance of being cautious and seeking professional guidance when needed.
Right.
But the article goes beyond just drinking tea, right?
Yes, it does.
It's about incorporating these herbs into our lives in a more holistic way,
Absolutely.
connecting with their energy and creating meaningful rituals.
Yes. And that's where it gets really interesting, and we'll delve deeper into that after a quick break.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
So it seems like these herbs, linden, lemon balm, valerian, St. John's wort, have some pretty fascinating properties,
It really does.
backed up by, both traditional use and emerging research. But what I think really caught my eye in this article was this emphasis on ritual.
It's not just about, taking a pill or brewing a quick cup of tea. It's about transforming these herbs into mindful practices,
Okay.
weaving them into the fabric of our lives.
I like that.
And that, I think, can make all the difference.
So give me some examples. What kind of rituals does the article suggest?
Well, it starts with the simple act of preparing the herbs.
Okay.
For example, with lemon balm tea,
Mm-hmm.
the article encourages you to take a moment to really appreciate the process. Inhale that fresh lemony aroma, connect with the plant's energy, and set an intention for the day
Okay.
as you sip your tea.
I can see how that would completely shift the experience.
Right.
It's not just a caffeine fix. It's a mindful moment to connect with yourself
Exactly.
and set a positive tone for the day.
Yeah. And what about unwinding in the evening?
Okay.
Any suggestions there?
Yeah, what about that?
Well, the article recommends a linden bath before bed.
Okay.
Imagine this. You dim the lights, light a few candles, and add some dried linden flowers or linden-infused bath tea to warm water.
Okay.
As you soak, you inhale that soothing aroma and allow the day's stress to just melt away.
That sounds heavenly.
I know, right?
And it ties in beautifully with what we discussed earlier about linden's calming properties
Absolutely.
and its ability to interact with GABA receptors in the brain. It's like a double dose of relaxation.
Exactly. And remember that suggestion about spending time near water?
Oh, yeah.
Connecting with the element that's associated with cancer. Imagine combining that with these rituals. A morning walk by the lake with your lemon balm tea,
Okay.
followed by a calming linden bath in the evening.
Wow. I can feel the stress melting away just thinking about it.
I know, it's amazing.
It's all about creating a holistic experience, aligning your mind, body, and environment to really support your well-being.
Yeah, and the beauty of it is that it's adaptable.
Okay.
The article focuses on cancers, but these practices can benefit anyone
Right.
looking to create more peace and balance in their lives.
Absolutely. You don't have to be into astrology to appreciate the power of ritual and mindful self-care.
Not at all.
And I'm curious to hear what resonates with our listeners. Have you ever tried incorporating herbal rituals into your routine?
Yeah.
Share your thoughts and experiences with us. We're always eager to learn from your insights.
Now, before we wrap up, let's circle back to those challenges specifically mentioned in the article as common for us. Cancer's oversensitivity, a tendency to withdraw, and difficulty relaxing. Let's see how the herbs we've discussed might offer support in these areas.
That's a great idea. So starting with oversensitivity, which herb stands out as a potential ally?
Well, linden, with its calming and stress-reducing properties, seems like a natural fit. Those compounds that interact with the nervous system to promote relaxation could be particularly helpful in managing those intense emotions.
Yeah.
And finding a sense of peace.
So it's like linden provides a gentle buffer against the overwhelm of feeling everything so deeply.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. What about for the tendency to withdraw when things get tough?
For that, I would highlight lemon balm.
Okay.
Its mood-boosting and uplifting properties could be helpful in gently coaxing someone out of their shell and fostering a more positive outlook.
I can imagine that fresh lemony scent acting as a little ray of sunshine, cutting through the darkness and inspiring a brighter perspective.
Exactly. And finally, for the challenge of relaxing and unwinding,
Okay.
valerian takes center stage.
Makes sense.
With its sleep-enhancing qualities, it could be a valuable tool in helping someone let go of those worries and get the restful sleep they need to recharge.
It's like a gentle lullaby guiding you towards a peaceful slumber and a break from overthinking. But it's important to reiterate that while these herbs can offer support,
Yes.
they are not a replacement for therapy or medical intervention.
Absolutely. If someone is truly struggling with these challenges, seeking professional guidance from a healthcare provider or therapist is essential.
This deep dive has really highlighted the interconnectedness of mind, body, and the natural world.
Mm.
We've explored how certain herbs might be used to address specific personality traits, but it's clear that this is just the tip of the iceberg.
And that brings us to an important question for our listeners to ponder.
Okay.
If this article focused on cancers, what herbs or natural approaches might resonate with your unique personality and challenges?
That's such a great thought to leave our listeners with.
Yeah, it's an invitation to explore
Yeah.
the world of natural remedies and discover what works best for you.
And who knows, maybe it'll spark some ideas for future deep dives.
Always open to exploring new topics and delving into this fascinating world of knowledge with you.
Well said.
So until next time, keep those minds curious and those hearts open to the wonders that surround us.
It's amazing how this article about herbs for, a specific astrological sign
Right.
got us thinking about personalized approaches to well-being in general.
Yeah, it's like a springboard into a whole world of possibilities.
It really is. And, one of the things that really stood out to me was this emphasis on, turning these simple herbs into mindful rituals.
It's not just about drinking tea, right?
Right. It's about creating an experience.
Exactly. It elevates the everyday into something almost sacred,
Yeah.
something that nourishes both the body and the mind.
So can we kind of revisit some of those ritual suggestions?
Yeah.
Because I found them really intriguing.
Let's start with that morning ritual using the lemon balm.
Okay.
So imagine you wake up,
Mm-hmm.
you take a few moments to center yourself, and as you prepare your lemon balm tea, you just inhale that fresh citrusy aroma
Mm-hmm.
and set an intention for the day. Maybe it's, approaching challenges with patience or focusing on gratitude.
Okay.
And then as you sip your tea,
Yeah.
you savor the taste, the warmth.
Yeah.
You feel that intention grounding you.
It's like setting your internal compass for the day ahead.
Exactly.
And it ties in so beautifully with, lemon balm's potential mood-boosting properties.
Right.
You're starting your day with a positive mindset and a little bit of extra support for your emotional well-being.
Absolutely. And then as the day winds down,
Yeah.
the article suggests creating that calming ritual with linden.
Yes, the linden bath.
Yes.
Sounds so relaxing.
So imagine as evening approaches, you dim the lights,
Okay.
you create this tranquil atmosphere,
Sure.
add some dried linden flowers or linden-infused bath tea to some warm water,
Yeah.
and allow that steam to just carry that soothing aroma.
Mm-hmm.
And as you soak in the bath, you let go of any tension or worries from the day.
It sounds like the perfect way to unwind and prepare for a restful night's sleep.
Yeah.
And, I can't help but think back to that suggestion about spending time near water,
Oh, yeah.
which the article mentions as a way for cancers to connect with their element.
Right.
Imagine combining that with these rituals.
Yeah.
A morning walk by the lake with your lemon balm tea,
Beautiful.
followed by that calming linden bath in the evening.
It's a beautiful image, isn't it?
It really is. It's about creating a holistic experience that really nourishes your mind, body, and spirit.
And it's inspiring to think about how we can adapt these ideas,
Yeah.
to fit our own individual needs and preferences.
Right.
Maybe it's not linden or lemon balm,
Yeah.
but chamomile or lavender that calls to you. Maybe your ritual involves, a quiet meditation session or listening to calming music.
Right.
The key is to find what works for you
Exactly.
and make it a part of your life.
So what do you think is the biggest takeaway that you hope our listeners kind of walk away with today?
Well, the most important message, I think, is this.
Okay.
When it comes to well-being, there's no one-size-fits-all approach.
Mm-hmm.
It's about becoming aware of your own unique needs, exploring different options, and discovering what truly resonates with you,
That's such an empowering message.
whether it's herbs or rituals or other practices.
Mm-hmm.
The power to create a more balanced and fulfilling life lies within you.
And it speaks to the importance of curiosity, experimentation, and self-discovery.
Exactly. We encourage you to continue exploring, to keep asking questions, and to trust your intuition as you navigate that path
Yeah.
towards greater well-being.
So thank you for joining us for this deep dive
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
into this fascinating world of herbal remedies and personalized well-being. We hope you leave feeling inspired and empowered to create a life that truly nourishes your mind, body, and spirit.